ीरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मंगलाचरण सब कर ही रहे, उनके साथ ही हमारा भी हो गया। सबके चरणों में मेरा प्रणाम। I'll speak in English, Maharaj. I'll speak in English, Maharaj. It is a matter of great fortune to be present here today on the Tirtha of most revered His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vedānta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, and along with his disciples and dearmost associates. I personally came here to hear Harikatha, what Vaishnavas are speaking about Srila Prabhupada. But when I was asked to say something, I would like to remember His mercy on my life. I was introduced to Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy through the teachings of Srila Prabhupada only. I was a small boy, maybe some 13 years. So one time when I'm coming out from my school, I came in contact with the devotees of Padayatra ISKCON. So it was like 13 years small boy. I don't know anything because in my city there was no preaching of ISKCON. Nothing was there in 97, not much. Only some few devotees were doing some house programs. So I don't know anything about ISKCON that time. Neither forget about Gaudiya Math. I don't know anything about ISKCON, what to talk of any Gaudiya Math. So now I saw some devotees wearing these saffron clothes, brahmacharis, and they were walking here and there. And that time they made one presentation. This on the screen, I could see Srila Bhakti Vedānta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, he was dancing. That was the first time I saw his picture. The moment I saw the video, he was dancing in Ratha Yatra somewhere, I don't know which country, with white color like this, he was wearing and raising hands and dancing. It's a nice video. When I saw this video, I was so touched because I was feeling that I know this person from so long time. I know this person, but I don't know his name because I'm small boy. I don't dare to ask who is he, what is this. But something in the heart, it was saying, you know him, you should go to him. That was my first interaction with the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my first meeting with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotee. And I thought next day, because my father is a very strict person, I have to go home on time because I was a small boy. They will be worried. I rushed to my home. Next day I wanted to meet the devotees and inquire about him, but they left. So no one was there. And then in the heart it's pulling. You should meet him, you should go, you should see, which I never felt before in my life for anyone. I don't even know his name. And when I was 15 years old, my father was insisting me on studying more, feeling tired of studies. I said I will go to my friend and study with him. You know, sometimes you sit with friends and study just to make an excuse and to spend some time with friends. I came. And now when 2-3 friends are there, boys of 15 years, who is there to tell them who will read now, who will study? So I was having so much of fun with them all night, and late night I fell asleep. Around 3:30 a.m. in the morning I can hear small kartals ringing, and the sound in that gam morning is so much that I could not sleep. As if someone is waking me up saying, come, come, come. And then I woke up. I went and knocked the door of that person who was playing Kartal at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. He welcomed me in his home, and then I was amazed to see the picture of Srila Bhakti Vedānta Swami, Srila Prabhupada in his altar, and he was singing Sansara Dava Nalvila Loka Ki. I went to him very aggressively to say that, can't you sleep? Huh? You can do it in the morning. Why you have to do it in the middle of the night? So now, when I went inside, I saw the picture, I just sat there like, as if he is calling me to come and sit, don't waste your life. That was my first interaction. Then also I don't know his name, but I asked him, you don't get suffocated with these neck beads so tightly wrapped on your neck? That was the question. But I was getting attracted to the kanti beads. As if my heart says, you are wearing this since long time. Come, come. But I asked him. Then he spoke about Srila Prabhupada, his contributions to the world, and the philosophy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he gave me the book Bhagavad Gita as it is. As a result, you can see I am now Bhakti Kinkar Damodar Maharaj. It started from that book Bhagavad Gita as it is. So I feel greatly indebted to this great personality. If he was not there, I would be somewhere else, my life would be somewhere else. And after that, I heard from Guru Vargas, now also we are hearing from the revered Vaishnavas about his glories. And personally, I am fortunate to see his glories when I started traveling outside India. In India, maybe so many people may not be aware of his contributions. But when I started traveling outside India, the way he preached, the way he extended his mercy onto this world is incredible. It is beyond words. Today also, when we see people, those who don't follow cleanliness, those who don't follow austerities, those who live like a very strange life, we feel like very awkward. We don't like to go to them, sit to them. If someone will do like this and doesn't wash your hands and try to touch you, rub you, and then you get irritated. But when he did all this, when he did the preaching, what kind of lifestyle, those hippies and other people, what kind of people were there, it's beyond our imagination. When we hear from Srila Bhakti Vedānta Bhakti Goswami Maharaja and other Vaishnavas, how they were hanging the shoes on their neck and then coming into the temple, because Srila Prabhupada, he said you should not come into the temple with the shoes. So these people, they don't know. You can't tolerate, we can't tolerate seeing that we'll scream on them. But he was so kind, he was so merciful that he even accepted all of them. Like Jagannath gave the whole world, he has given shelter to the whole world, which can be seen once you travel outside India. There is so much, but I don't want anyone to ring the bell, so I conclude my words here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I humbly, on this holy day, I humbly pray, because I see I am not qualified enough to pray to Srila Bhakti Vedānta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. I beg for the mercy of his disciples and his associates. They please be merciful upon me so that I can one day dedicate myself in the service of Saraswati Gaudi Vaishnava Parampara and also in the lotus feet of most revered Srila Gurudev. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.